To the air, it's Mendoza. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Turning it on! The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The option look. They'll go to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. With the catch, it's Hemby. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Under fire. The short hands. It's Hemby. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've gotten very little done on their first three possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Quick release by the QB. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Hemby. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Buys a little time with his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a second down play. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets...
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Quick tempo here for the offense. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Finds his man. It's Hemby. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try to draw even here before the half. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, At least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a fourth down decision time coming. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's inside the 40, the 20, past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They're going to run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
So first down will open up the final period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Booth. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were